Hi there everyone, GuardianE here with another Day 1 Azur Lane pull and skin review video, this time on the Winter Pathfinder Joint Operation event. And perhaps more importantly, it is the Spring Festival Celebration Banquet. So we are celebrating and the festival itself, and of course alongside that celebration we have a bevy of beautiful new ships and gorgeous new skins. So of course, first and foremost, we are going to be going in on the event rate up banner to try to get that sweep on day 1. And then afterwards, we'll head on over to Akashi's shop to see what she's got in store for us as far as the event skins go. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to remind you real quick, if you do enjoy the content that we put out, including Azur Lane videos, and you would like to support me, support the channel, please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribing to the channel for more content. We'd really appreciate it. It'd really help us out, and thank you so much. And of course, here we are on the limited time rate up banner starting from today until February 1st. We've got Kuybyshev and Theseus as the two SRs, the two gold ships on the banner, and Hwa Jah as the elite. They are having the standard rates of 2% for each of the rate up SRs and 2.5 for the elite. So I do have some light constructions from our dailies lined up here from the past week or so, so let's just burn through these, see if we have any omens of good or bad luck stuck in here somewhere. See if we get any golds. You know what? That might be a good sign. That could be a good sign. Getting Chao here, that might not be... Alright, okay. I'm gonna take it as a good sign anyway. All right, let's get in on this banner. Of course, the rate up banner is on light construction, so it's only 1 cube per pull, which is excellent. Start with a 10 pull and get right into things. Gotta love it when the rate up is on light construction. It feels good. Feels like you're getting a whole lot of bang for your buck. So, and we get the money cat right after. Don't worry, Akashi, we're gonna be visiting you later in short order, and you got a lot of my gems to your name, don't worry. Yeah, the skin selection this go around is phenomenal. Really amazing. They always kind of go out on Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. They usually bring the goods, and so this year is certainly no exception. Alright, well, despite the Akashi, despite the gold, that is going to be a bust. Nothing really of note there. Get into the next multi. And they're on a roll, because the last batch was the swimsuit batch, which was absolutely stellar. And this new one is... It's remarkable. It's remarkable. A lot of great gems in there. Alright, but the gems don't do any good unless we get some event ships, and here is our first one, the elite. It's going to be Hwa Jah. Commander, it is an honor to meet you. I am Hwa Jah of the Dragon Emperor. Now that it's just the two of us here, I'll get straight to the point. Is there, anything, you know, super exciting or fun going on around these parts? So Hwa Jah's a little bit of a thrill seeker, it seems like. She does have that story segment where you get to kind of learn a little bit more about her through her event story, so that's pretty nice. Love her design, absolutely captivating. Love it. So that's excellent. Not going to have an elusive elite today. That is certainly grateful for that. Definitely hate it when the elite hangs on and kills our cube count, so... Thankfully, we won't be running into that scenario today, but hopefully we can get some gold ships as well. That is what we're hoping. But yeah, the swimsuit batch last time, and then the I guess, spring banquet this time, getting a Theseus as well, getting Perseus' sister right here. A self-proclaimed witch with that broom rigging design, really cool, absolutely exceptional design. I am Theseus, Colossus-class light aircraft carrier. Well met, Shepherd of the Fleet. If you ever need someone to carry out combat, housework, or an incantation, just call my name. That is absolutely brilliant. That is 2 down and 1 to go. Arguably kind of the mainline ship of Kuybyshev for at least this upcoming, or this current event, the Winter Pathfinder. But that is certainly fantastic so far. So this is, what, third multi in? Hoping we can do the hat trick, 3 in a row. Let's see if we can make that happen. Come on. Honestly, it feels really good to pull on light construction. Feels really good. And we got a whole bunch of like... Oh! Bristol making an appearance. Kind of interesting and actually pretty on theme since Bristol did debut during... Was it last year's Lunar New Year? Or Chinese New Year? I'm not entirely sure, but... definitely don't need a copy of Bristol here, but... All the same, maybe it's thematically appropriate at least, I suppose. And getting a Leander. Okay. Alright. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right back into it. I hope that this time, when we hit the gold hits back. And it is going to hit back with that Kuybyshev. Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh, she looks so good. The rigging is really, really impressive as well. The full art, really fantastic stuff. It is an honor and a joy to meet you, Commander. I am Kuybyshev, light cruiser of the Northern Parliament. Let us steel our hearts to weather the war ahead. Awesome. Totally awesome. That's fantastic. I'll take any dupes you want to give me. Gloucester, not exactly on right up here. Not exactly. Hwa Jah, though, is fantastic. We're definitely going to be picking up her skin, so getting an extra copy, not a bad thing whatsoever. Of course, this is all going to help with the limit breaks as well, which I will gladly take. And fantastic. So we did get the sweep in, I don't know if that was 3 or 4 multis. So that was pretty amazing. That's actually pretty amazing. We're still going to do dailies, I think, on this. Well, obviously, they're like construction. We're going to do dailies on it. But let's just round it out and do, maybe 2 more multis and kind of see if we can fish out a couple of dupes here and there. There's Lena-chan, Lil Lena, which would be nice if we ended up getting any of the dupes of the event ships. It's going to save some bullins. I don't really need to, but getting extra copies, I'll certainly take. Certainly take and certainly appreciate. Well, that was a bust. That'll teach me to to look a gift horse in the mouth. No, we're committing to the 2 multis after the sweep. And Montpelier. Not exactly what we need. Oh, Hanazuki. You don't often see Hanazuki. Generally speaking, the elite pool in light construction is just so saturated. Seeing an individual elite is actually kind of difficult in the regular pool. Nope. Kisaragi. That's it. I would like another Theseus, if possible. You know what? Just one more. Just one more for the road. This is it. We're going to call it here. We already got the sweep. Just want to... I got the cubes ready. And they have a cube event going on where we're getting more cubes there too. For anybody that's kind of saving for the next UR and a potential New Jersey rerun, which may be announced at any point, just bear in mind, you should take it easy on this event. It's a light construction event. Yeah, my advice would be to take it easy on the event. It's a light construction event, so take advantage of that. Basically, do your free daily, and then come out really net positive on your cubes, and probably sweep by the end of the actual event, and then splurge on the last day if you need to. Alright, well, we're 2 multis away from an even 100, so why don't we just do 100 pulls on day 1 and kind of call it there. I know I said I was going to stop, like, a multi or 2 ago, but I don't know. I can't resist going in for, like, an even 100. Oh, look, a Chang Chun, too. Hey, you know what? Seeing all these familiar faces, it's okay. And if we can score at least one of the gold ships in these last 2 multis, that would be nice. What is with Montpelier, though? Like, she's not... You're not even on theme, Montpelier. Come on now. I guess I should be grateful that we're getting some gold ships. We're seeing some gold flashes of light, at least. So that's something. Mori and Königsberg. Alright. Final multi. Even Steven 100, cubes 100 pulls on light construction rate up. Let's see if we can end it with a bang. Asashio. Asashio's pretty nice. A Glasgow. Okay. Nothing? Oh, really? Am I in Destroyer Hell? Is that what this is? Oh, come on. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. I was going to commit to the 100 pulls, so we got the 100 pulls in. We did sweep pretty early on, didn't really get too many dupes after that, but I am going to continue to do dailies on the light construction, as everybody is, and towards the end of the event, I'll go ahead and compile them all into a wrap-up video for the Spring Festival. So, at this point, let's go ahead and head on over to Akashi's shop to see what glorious threads she has available for us to peruse. So naturally, there is a beautiful, wide array of absolutely glorious skins that dropped alongside this event. They are, of course, themed around the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, and there are some definite gems amidst the batch here. And we're going to be going on a shopping spree, sure enough, absolutely. Of course, the previous year's Lunar New Year celebration and Spring Festival celebration skins have all returned as well, or are going to be returning very soon. So if you are interested in seeing an overview, breakdown, or showcase of those skins, I will just link in the corner the previous year's Spring Festival events. So let's get started with Fushun here, why not? Fushun is actually the free skin of the batch, which is always a nice thing to get some freebies here and there. So seems like Fushun is on an espionage mission, trying to secure herself some buns or dumplings or something of the sort, some treat by hiding up in the rafters and fishing down below. It is quite cute. She has an adorable set of hair buns tied together with these little rabbit ear accessories, has those poofy sleeves and the fur-laced cape. She looks hungry. I'm sure the other ship girls would share if she just came down from there and asked nicely, but this is certainly a nice free skin that everyone can access and enjoy via the Manju Resort, so just be sure to collect and submit those 25 envelopes. Next up we have Lindom Tabla, Temp in Low Temperatures. She's hard at work on a delivery. She's got a Manju on her head playing Navigator. Those striking colors with the red and the black. The fitted fabric sits snugly across her torso. Her jacket has a beautiful red tie and embroidery embellishments. She's rocking a hairbun and braid combination, along with the voluminous twin tails swirling behind her, which looks quite nice with her two-tone hair. The gentle snowfall, the visible breath as she exhales into the cold air. It's got some fun theming and atmosphere to it. Next up we have U110, Springtime Shark. A cute little munchkin garlic shark here, sitting on a tree stump. I like the soft, gentle colors, the snowy, wooded area. There's that little floral hair tie around the single tuft of hair pointing directly off of her head. The coat with the little pom-poms and little mittens as well. Fur boots to make sure that she's all bundled up and warm while hunting for some mushrooms out in the cold. She's got some Manju accompanying her as well. This one's a pretty cute one. And next up we've got Paragon of Celestial Grace, Yat Sen. She has this delicate white outfit. Her hair is in this gorgeous updo, intricate braids, floral ornaments, umber strands snaking their way down her sides. The dress is a simple, slightly translucent white with blue ribbons adorning it. High stockings encase and squeeze her shapely legs. The pleated hemline drapes softly across her sumptuous hips and thighs as well. She holds a small decorative umbrella over her shoulder, and then there's this expansive foggy backdrop behind her, casting a solemn mood across the skin. Glad to see this one with a dynamic mode for sure. It really adds to the overall appeal. You know, interestingly enough, the main downside that I feel is that this competes with her already gorgeous retrofit outfit that we just got for her, but it certainly has its own appeal with a ceremonial beauty all of its own. Now, Kuybyshev, in Maestro of Sterling Strings, is playing an eru, which is a traditional Chinese two-stringed musical instrument resembling a fiddle. Its long and slender appearance matches the graceful poise that Kuybyshev exudes as she's perched atop this high chair. She just looks very cool and composed, the wispy blues of her bob-cut hairstyle partially hiding her bandages, her one ruby eye peeking out between the bangs. The frosty colors of her long tapestry-like dress matches her hair and adds to her mysterious and elegant appeal. A great showing from the Northern Parliament ship in her debut event. Next up we have Chang in Fortune Arrives in Red, adorable as she's crouched down here next to a snowman, tugging down on the fluffy bunny ears of her hat in a very precious way. Very cute as she's staring starry-eyed at the fireworks that are ready to bring in the new year. I enjoy the setting, the backdrop is very elaborate, you've got these cute tassels on her outfit, the warm fur coat wrapped around her, protecting her from the frigid cold. I do think it is nice and cohesive, well put together. Now Lutzow here is serving up a healthy dose of shapely legs as she sits on top of this stack of oversized bamboo steamers. The angled perspective allows us to enjoy how she has them crossed enticingly as they stretch out from beneath that dangerously short hemline. The elegant brick red outfit clings to her considerable bust, cinched waist, and tasty hourglass figure. Love how her soft silver hair curls into these gentle swirls on each side of her lovely face. The little puffy hair buns are almost reminiscent of bear ears, which would be appropriate as a panda, considering the gigantic bamboo forest backdrop. which does contrast nicely with her dress. It looks like she's enjoying some fried dumplings, a personal favorite of mine, so she gets bonus points there. I would say that Lutzow is a bit of a surprise pick for this batch of skins, but is certainly easy on the eyes and delivers in spades. Now with the live 2D pair of Ying Swei and Chao, in a truly genius move, they designed this double-decker live 2D delight where both skins take place in the same location, and you can see both of the sister ship girls. It's just a matter of perspective and focus. Really creative, totally unprecedented. I like that move a lot. So I think we're going to start with Ying Swei. I'm actually going to buy both of these. So let's go ahead and grab this right now. Commander, Happy New Year. Chao and I are preparing for this year's Spring Festival, and as you can see, we're in the middle of a little intermission. Don't worry, there's nothing you need to help out with. Just take a seat over there and enjoy the show. Alright, now our first live 2D of the batch, let's enjoy some of these animations, so log in. Oh, we even get a little pan view of the Chao as well. She's shouting in frustration. Get a nice little pan up Ying Swei's hips here as she kind of strokes her fingers across the nylon. Really, really nice. As for what's going on over here, don't sweat the small details. Yeah, okay, alright. Main screen 1. What's the matter, Chao? Still haven't been able to get your stuff back? I tricked you. What could you possibly be talking about? And so I do like how she actually contracts and extends her legs too. It adds a much more of a dynamic flair to the live 2D animations. She raises and lowers her arms as well. Gets a little bit of exposure there. Really, really nice. Alright, well I had to hide the text box because everything was being blocked with it active. So I'm just kind of zoomed in here and we're going to go through some of the animations. But alright, so let's go through some of these animations. It's like she's fiddling around with the flight stick a little bit, maybe peering down at Chao down below, got a flush across her face, a little wink. Again, I really do like how she extends and contracts her limbs. It really just adds a whole new dimension to the skin. She kicks up her feet a little bit in the air, looking, pondering, very thoughtful and pensive look. She traces a finger to her chin. Very sweet. And she kind of crosses her legs a little bit at the ankles too. Okay, so so it does look like she's actually, I think, controlling the manju with the joystick. I thought it was a flight stick at first, but it looks like that might be the show that she's talking about. Is like navigating the little manju away from her sister and creating kind of like a fun show that way. Yeah, there she goes again. Little head pat here. It's like she's wiping her eye a little bit. Very nice. I love the movement of the hair around her. Just so many little details. The frills in the red, the bangs. It's all really nice. Okay, so she's pulling out an ink brush. Looks like she's going to be drawing something on the page. And she just like conjures the joystick in front of her and bounces it on her chest there a little bit. And then gives a little salute. Very cute. Special touch. It tucks in her legs and... Oh, golly. Oh my god, that animation where she's stroking the joystick. The manju pops up and she cups and squeezes a little bit. That's next level. That is next level. Wow. That animation is spicy. And she's got a flush on her face. Jeez, okay. Honestly, this skin is fantastic. Those exquisite stocking-encased legs propped up and on display. She kicks them playfully in the air during her animations. You've got the straps squeezing and highlighting the soft flesh of her thighs. Heavy-lidded, seductive bedroom eyes casting her gaze over our way. Flashes of brilliant red also add to the seductive allure of her outfit. The really narrow front flap accentuates the cinch in her waist and her wide hips. You can see Chao down below, peeking up from the lower level through the glass. Ying Swei fiddling with that joystick, resting it across her fulsome chest. She strokes it in a very, very suggestive manner. Honestly, that's sort of worth the price of admission alone. Unique backdrop with the marble floor, the giant tree, the rocky mountainscape behind her really just adds so much to the skin. And naturally, next up, of course, is Frolicking Flowers Verse 2 for Chao here, and we are going to be picking up the pair. I think if you pick up one, you gotta really pick up the other one here. Happy New Year, Commander. God, this isn't the time for pleasantries. And you, help me catch this dumb fluff ball that ran off with our ornaments. Jeez, why is this happening when I'm in the middle of getting ready for the Spring Festival? Alright, so we're going to show you out some of the animations here. Most of it is going to be blocked by the text box, so I think we're going to have to do the same thing as Ying Swei, but the login, so it kind of pans back with the tree. That's very, very nice. And then it actually zooms up to Ying Swei as well, controlling the little Manju, scurrying back and forth. Get back here, you dumb bird, look what you did. He got away because of you. Ugh, why is this happening? Poor Chao in distress. I'll take a look at some of the animations here. She's looking frustrated, slapping her hand across the ground as the Manju scurries around and she reaches for it. Very nice. Let's see. A little frustrated, scratching her head a little bit. Look of surprise. Maybe she's got an idea or two. And just wiggling her finger a little bit. She is very distressed, unfortunately, has her hands in her hair, trying to figure out what the next step is. It's like she might have an idea. Just kind of shakes her head. I like how the ruffles kind of move in tandem with the momentum of her head shake there. Let's see if we can get a little special touch. It looks like the special touch might not be on her bust, it might be on her backside. Let's try the special touch. She's blushing red. Very, very cute. Tired expression as well. Quite adorable. So Chao here is face down. The bulge of her chest is pressed against the floor as she reaches towards a runaway Manju. The sides exposed out of the narrow top. Her rump riding high, pert and fulsome out in the air there. Now her sister Ying Swei's backside is smashed up against the glass on the upper level in a truly mesmerizing way. With the skin, you actually get 2 booties for the price of 1, so that's certainly not a bad deal at all. Now she's wiggling her behind in the air tantalizingly. It's wrapped in this form-fitting bodysuit. Bright crimson headdress and ruffles adds a flash of needed color. The two-tone hair in her signature buns and the twin tails splayed out at her sides. The amethyst eyes are wonderfully expressive on her. Really just captures the full gamut of emotion. The couple of live 2Ds here is just incredibly charming of the sisters, and having both of them as secretaries means you can swap between them in a really fun way, like changing your viewpoint of the same scene. I'm definitely a fan of this concept. I think it's great, and these two do a wonderful job of showcasing what you can do with it. Now next up we have a skin for the new ship Ting An. And now Ting An you can get through just grinding story chapters each day and fulfilling the conditions for the mini event. Unfortunately, you can't get Ting An on the first day, so we don't have her. We will get her, of course, and we are absolutely going to have this skin waiting for her when we get her. This is too good to pass up, absolutely, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up here while I can. So, I see, so this is how you're supposed to knead dough. Commander, as you can see, I'm currently trying to make Baozi. Would you like to help out? So, truly, a knockout skin for one of the best new ship designs of the batch. There's this fully realized kitchen backdrop to really bring this scene to life. Ruby red eyes, hints of purple in her glossy chestnut hair. Beautiful shiny crimson and gold tracing in the jacket to give it that classic Chinese look. Strappy red ropes crisscross over her chest and dip down into her exquisite cleavage. A daring pantsless design shows off her delectable backside. Now she's kneading the dumpling dough with her delicate fingers, the exertion creating an alluring flush across her cheeks, and perspiration to bead and drip down her amazing plump contours. The sweat enhancing the look of her smooth skin with its shine and luster. Thin, dainty fabric of the skirt front flap is stuck to her thighs from the moisture, the lack of straps across her hips suggesting that she might not have anything on underneath. Truly an exquisite specimen and an absolute must-buy in my opinion. Now we are definitely also picking up this next one, Alabama Untarnished Silver Silken Gold. Here we go. A lot of orders to work through. Running a Dragon Empery restaurant ain't easy. You here for some Chao too, Commander? Then how about I put you ahead of the line? Now, I am so thrilled that Alabama is finally getting her first skin in the game after so long, and it is a luscious one. This is a rear view skin done right. She's ringing up orders and taking gems as currency, the long receipt indicating that business has been good. It features an attractive seafoam green and white ensemble. Love how the satiny fabric drapes over and frames the bare cleavage of her pillowy backside, teasing as it hangs down between her tasty thighs, toe-exposing leg warmers gripping her succulent, sublime legs, ample chest is exposed off the side of the sling top, gorgeous, gorgeous shading across her smooth skin, the white cloth contrasts beautifully with her soft chocolate complexion. You've got little bunny ears at the top to celebrate the year of the rabbit, and a little cottontail on her bottom to really sell the theming. Her usual cute and kittenish cheek markings are now red for the occasion. And you've got a Manju down here carrying a platter full of gems, really channeling the feeling of commanders everywhere. This is definitely one of my favorite skins of the batch and a no-brainer in my opinion. And next up we have Theseus in New Year's white plumage, and I am going to be picking this one up as well for our debut ship. So steaming hot manju buns ready to be served. Let us have a big feast, then gather rosebuds, Commander. Oh, a holiday gathering doesn't involve literal gathering? Now Theseus here looks like a veritable angel with majestic swan-like wings outstretched, succulent fulsome curves snugly wrapped in the open halter top design, generous cleavage window, high slits up the hip to showcase her luscious thighs, the thin fabric of the cloth hugging her dynamite figure so possessively that you can even see the outline of her navel through the cloth. The delicate pink hair, the brilliant emerald eyes pair really well with her alabaster skin and pearl outfit. The gold accents to the dress really give it this suitable embellishment for the celebration. You even get a little Easter egg of some ship girls making a cameo appearance or two. It looks like Lindom Tabla over here running around the corner, and you've actually got Prince Rupprecht riding a dragon across the starry sky as well. All in all, this is a fantastic skin to debut with Theseus, and an absolute winner in this batch. Next up we have U47 with hook, line, and sinker, using a shark to catch koi fish. Very, very adventurous of Manju to come up with such a novel idea. The skin is bright and colorful, it's dynamic with lots of implied movement. Very fun concept, very funny. The two-tone wrap style of the outfit is flattering up top on U47, bare shoulders and alluring torso window, along with the custom short shorts, features some intricate gold embroidery. She continues to wear her signature toothy mask. There's a cute miniature iron blood rigging clasp that is holding the apron in place as she's sailing through the sky. Again, this one's a pretty fun one. I like it overall. And next up we have a dynamic skin for Hwa Jah, the festive undead, and I am going to be picking this one up. There we go. I am Hwa Jah, now in zombie form. It is an honor to see you. What's wrong, Commander? Everyone else is getting dressed for the occasion, so I figured I'd get in on the action too. Is there something wrong with that? So Hwa Jah looks both spooky and spicy in her new dynamic skin. She's dressed up as a traditional Chinese vampire ghost, apparently sealed away in this darkened room and ensnared by this cacophony of red rope bindings and talismans all around her. You have moonlight pooling in from the grid windows and casting this soft glow, these mysterious little particles of light floating and just adding so much to the atmosphere. Now the outfit itself is enticingly scant, with only a pair of paper talismans there attempting to maintain her modesty up top. The swell of her chest is mostly exposed from the side, the contours of her backside and generous hips are on full display as the red ropes dig into her soft skin. The stockings ride high and cling to her beautiful legs. She herself looks soft, bright, and inviting, in clear contrast to the haunting and decrepit atmosphere around her. Despite her predicament, her sky blue eyes look surprisingly calm, her bangs and white streak framing her cute face. It's certainly an interesting theme compared to the rest of the celebratory skins, and one that is particularly salacious, which I always appreciate. Hwa Jah must really want to get the commander in the mood to bust some ghosts, I guess. Once again, the dynamic mode really adds just so much to the skin, the subtle movements of the hair, the cloth, the long arching ribbon extending from her hat. is just really fantastic. And here is Prince Rupprecht with the Gate Dragon's Advent. She's celebrating with a fanfare of firecrackers in front of her, much to the chagrin of the Manju within the blast radius there. Now, obviously, Rupprecht was missing from the last batch of swimsuit skins, which led fans to be upset about her omission, but I always figured that they had something up their sleeve and planned for her in an upcoming event, and here it is, a full live 2D in all its glory. Now, Rupprecht is actually the only PR5 ship that I haven't bothered researching, so I can't really showcase the skin in full. I just have the preview here, as well as what was put up on the Twitter. But she has these wide sleeves and long slinky dress with extended front flap. Her pink pastel hair is done up in these really elaborate, thin twin braids that swing and swivel with her variety of movements. Her large horns feature some new patterning to celebrate the festival, which is very nice. She makes it rain red with envelopes, enjoys the firecracker display. You've got clouds of dust that just get kicked up and curl upwards around her. The impressive, gigantic dragon rigging poised behind her in a fabulous display as well. It's cute, and her lavender eyes are expressive in the assortment of animations that are showcased. Definitely happy that Rupprecht fans finally have their time to shine. And then finally we have Agir, Golden Dragon Among Auspicious Clouds, and I am definitely picking this one up. Can't say no to Agir. So, new decorations, new outfits, and countless preparations to make. Lunar New Year is quite the busy time of year. Go on, see to your duties. I'm well aware how essential you are to this holiday's smooth operation. Just don't keep me waiting all day. Alright, let's check out some of these animations. Log in. You're back. Miss me, did you? Or are you just tired? I love how her eyes kind of glow there. Just like rocking back and forth. A little bounce as she's running her fingers across her chest. Tugging on the string as well. Dang. Main screen 1. How does one hold a brush? Like this or like this? I refuse to believe you don't know the proper technique. Stop gawking and come show me. It is hard to stop gawking, Agir. I like that she puts her hands on her hips too in a little... I love that she puts her hands on her hips too in Rebellion, and then she just kind of kicks us a little bit while we're down there. Main screen 2. So, that's what their dragon dance is like. Oh, that's so cool! She has like an ethereal, like, dragon armor around her when she does that. She kind of like conjures up. I want to see that again. That is so neat. Yeah, it's like this like fiery dragon armor effect that she pulls as she raises her arms over her head. It's really cool. Yeah, dragon-like rigging similar to what we have in the Iron Blood. So that's like kind of what she's like calling forward. That's really neat. Main screen 3. Brunhild, is this bowl an Emperor antique of yours? I must admit, the workmanship is remarkable. Suppose you do have some refined taste. Normal touch. Go on a stroll together, you say? I could do that, but first, put my heels on my feet, would you? Her eyes kind of glow as well. She's inviting you to slip her heels on. Special touch. What? You made me spill ink everywhere. I'll clean it up myself. I like how she kind of hugs her thighs by swooping her arms underneath a little bit, and then she gives us a little kick, then a head pat. Don't you touch my horn ornaments without my permission. And she has the heel kind of hanging off of her toe there. Mission reminder, all these missions leave you with no time to enjoy the holiday. That is unacceptable. I'll assist you. She kind of runs her fingers across the stocking and pulls on them. And then she has this glow to her eyes as well. Mission complete. You may now concentrate on celebrating. Oh, she just tugs on the string of that top. Just so alluring. Mail reminder, a letter has arrived from afar. Read it, would you? Oh, she tucks it in her cleavage and then does a little bounce. Oh my god, that animation is something else. Return to port. Even the lords of the sea need rest. Why don't you sit down and enjoy the soothing aroma in the air? You have the incense, and then she sticks her foot in your face. And then the heel comes back. Commission complete. Commission is done. Now go. Those girls deserve some appreciation for working on a holiday. And then she crosses and uncrosses her legs. Very, very lovely. Alright, so it does seem like Agir has some live 2D interactions, which is great. We always love to see those. So first up, if you drag your finger across, you can actually tear up her stockings, which is quite nice. They actually take quite a beating here. Lots of holes all around. And the second interaction I found is you can actually tug on the string of her top up here and pop it open like that, which is just yum. Alright, so Agir is a visual banquet all on her own. Wisps of incense curling around her, just adding this intoxicating nature to the stunning Agir herself, cross-legged, looking down at us with her golden eyes. The downward angle provides this magnificent view of those deliciously shapely legs, allows us to drink in how her plump thighs and juicy backside hang off of the seat edge there, garter straps sinking into the soft skin. The flashy and vibrant red halter top is strained and pressing against the mouth-watering swell of her bust line, the sheer dark fabric barely covering her midriff. And there is no skimping on the backdrop either. The impeccably furnished decor with the high-class marble and the wood, the jade vase and the bonsai tree, giant golden dragon and pagoda looming behind her. Now, I don't think there's any question that Agir here has quite literally step on me vibes, which, to be perfectly honest, I'm not a foot person by any stretch of the imagination, but y'all that are feet enjoyers out there will probably have a field day with this one. Now, I will say that there's remarkable attention to detail with the individual toes that are rendered beneath the dark nylon stockings, and there is a degree of flawless execution in the shift of perspective as she steps on the camera during some of the animations too. So if that's up your alley, that's definitely a pro. But that notwithstanding, Agir's skin just has so much more to offer than just that, and is an absolutely spectacular addition to her wardrobe. Alright, well I think that is going to wrap up our day one of the Winter Pathfinder joint operation and the Spring Festival Banquet celebration. Let me know in the comments below how you did on your pulls during the event, how your grind is going on the raid, and which skins you ended up picking up from the selection, if any, or maybe which one's your favorite from the batch if you just want to use some of the rental tickets that are available. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those waters.